As an author and an activist as well. Shefali, good evening. You've been vocal on this issue and you've highlighted some of the tweets. Why did you highlight them and was it important?
Of course it was important. How can a brand like Kotak, which is a very respected brand and which has customers from all sections of Indian society, how can they have somebody like Tanmay Bhat, who has been in trouble even before, as a brand ambassador? And this is the guy who has made sick jokes like, his tweet says, how do you know children don't love rape? How can anybody who has made such sick tweets be made a brand ambassador of a bank? That is something I don't understand. And this is not the only time he's made crass jokes like this. He is a perverted, really sick man who has talked about children enjoying rape. He has talked about, I feel real, and I quote directly from his tweet, where he says, I feel really weird every time I see naked baby pics of girls. In my head, I go, ha ha, I saw your boobs. Seriously, what kind of a sick man makes tweets like this? And Kotak Bank, of all the brands, chooses him to be the brand ambassador. This is something that I just cannot fathom. So I started a campaign, not just me, many people did, and I requested people that if you are a Kotak Mahindra, Kotak Bank customer, and if you disagree with this, and he has also made sick tweets about Lord Ganesh, basically saying that even, and pardon me for saying this, but you should really read this tweet. They're too disgusting for me to even read. But how can a bank that has its customers, average Hindu Indians who revere Lord Ganesh, even consider a sick guy like this as their brand ambassador is something that I do not understand. That's why I had asked the customers to write to Kotak Bank and write to Mr. Uday Kotak and say, is this the image you want your bank to have? Is this the brand ambassador you want to have? And I think a lot of people did write, and the bank took cognizance of the fact, which basically tells me that corporates in India need to know that they should respect their consumers and not some woke ad agency which basically decides whom to hire as the brand ambassador.
Okay, Shefali, I'll ask one quick question before we let you go. Now, this is a tweet that I think goes back to over a decade or something. And many would say that why is he being pulled up for a tweet that he had put, such a long time ago? Is this also, reflective of what we see on the social media, Shefali? I think all of us have seen such kind of comments being made by so many people. No one is accountable. So do you think at the end of it, if you need to deal with a problem as vast as this, it is important to have certain kind of guidelines also on social media, Shefali?
Of course, yes. And those who say that, this is an old tweet, now he's become a better person, please show me one video or one tweet where he has apologized to the Hindus and said, I am sorry, I messed up, I was wrong, I will never do this again. Please show me one tweet that is expressly apologized. In all these years, these tweets were made in 2012. Okay, it's 2023 now. In 10 years, please show me one tweet where he has apologized on his own. Please show me one video where he has said, yes, I screwed up and I seek forgiveness of the people I've offended. Then I will listen to you and say that, okay, he might have said, is there an apology? And this is not all. This man has actually enabled one of his employees, and this is public knowledge. When he was working with AIB, one of his employees was allegedly molesting women. And there is news, it's in the public domain, that Tanmay Bhat knew all about it, but he not only did not do anything, but he actually publicly shielded the guy who did all this. With a past like that, how can you be a brand ambassador and how can you say, okay, let it all be forgotten?
The irony this evening also, Shefali and Deepti, that you spoke of woke ad agencies and such woke people. I don't know what is so cool about insulting one religion time and again. They wouldn't dare say anything like that or remotely anything close to that about any other religion. I think that's the debate of how such people get away. It's a larger issue, one that we will deal with tonight. But you will remember, Deepti, as well. Shefali, thank you at this point. We look forward to having you in the debate later tonight. But Deepti, you remember what